Next, I will model number 8 in our classwork. So this one we have to find the length, we know the area, and we know the width. So my area is 400. My length I do not know, so I'm going to keep that as L. And I know my width, which is 5 inches. So now I can represent this to bring this over to the side. I could say 400 divided by 5, because dividing is the opposite of multiplying, equals the length. Or I could say 400 equals 5 times blank. So I'm going to bring this over to the side. 400 divided by 5 equals blank. So I need to see how many times 5 goes into 400. We could use similar thinking to when we did division in our last unit. So I'm going to underline the digits that are not 0, 5, and 4. 5 cannot go into 4. So I'm going to underline the 40. I know 5 could go into 40 8 times, as we did in the last problem. Sorry about the lights. But I'm not done, because I know 5 times 8 is only 40. Because there's no zeros in this one, I don't have to cross out any zeros in this one, and however many zeros are left that I didn't already divide by are going to be the number of zeros in my answer. So mine is going to have 1 0, because I see one more 0 right here. So now I could check my work, say 80 times 5 is 400, because 5 times 8 would be 40. And I have to add one more 0. So to check my work, I said 5 times 8 is 40. One more 0 in the 80. I had to bring it here. So 5 times 80 is 400. So L is equal to 400 inches. Sorry, not 400 inches, silly Miss Dropper. So this is a really good time to make sure you're checking for reasonability. So as I wrote that, I said, that doesn't sound correct. That was my answer for my check, which is also what my area is. So L does not equal 400, L equals 80, which I got from dividing 400 divided by 5, which is 80 inches. And these inches are not going to be squared, because only the area is square inches. This would just be 80 inches up here and 5 inches here. So that's a really important step to make sure you go back and check for reasonability, because if I said the length is 400 inches, I know that's wrong, because 400 times 5 definitely is not going to give me 400. Let's do a couple extra examples of dividing by larger numbers. So for this one, I'm going to underline the digits that are not 0, so 35 and 5. 5 goes into 35 7 times. And then I have to look at how many zeros are in this number and cross them out with how many zeros are in this number. So I see 1 0 in this number, so I'm going to cross out the 1 0 in that number. So my answer is 7. To check over my work, I could say 5 times 7 is 35. And then I need to add a 0 because this was 50. So my checked answer is 350, which is the same as how much I divided by. So that is correct. Next one, 500 divided by 50. I'm going to underline the digits that are not 0. 5 divided by 5 is 1. I have 1 0 in this number, and I have 2 zeros in this number. So I have to cross out one of the zeros in this number, because that's how many zeros I have in this number. And that's how many zeros are left in our answer, which is 1. To check it over, I'm going to say 5 times 1 is 5, and I see 1, 2 zeros. 500 is equal to 500, so that one is correct as well.